Yes guys, this is Brad back again with another video. The screen looks a little bit blurry, I apologise, I'm not sure why that is. But I think the biggest apology that needs to be is for Liverpool after what happened at the weekend. So, everybody is talking about it. It is, it's pretty, it's pretty ruthless. So, yesterday it was confirmed that the VAR on the day, which was Darren England, was dropped for the game at Forest yesterday and was replaced, and Dan Cook, who was the assistant VAR, was dropped for tonight's game between Fulham and Chelsea. So, but what is even bigger here is that Liverpool are asking the PGMOL to send them some audio of the VAR discussion between the referee and the VAR. So I've got a little bit of an interest in the refereeing side of things, basically to try and, as much as loving football myself, I'm always thinking like, right, this is a part of the game, this is something that's quite interesting in some ways. So let's have a look at it. And the Luis Diaz goal is clearly onside. It is a terrible, terrible mistake. It is a terrible mistake. There is no doubt about that. So there's been a rumour saying that the referee, that the VAR thought that the goal had been allowed. That's what VAR thought. They didn't see that the goal was disallowed, which baffles me because, obviously I saw the flag going up. I'm sure that the VAR people are watching the game like we are, but they've got communication with the referees. So the linesman puts his flag up, but I think it's Romero or Van den Ven who plays him onside, and they decide that the decision is no goal, and they said check complete because they believed that the goal was given. Sorry, I thought you heard something. They believed that the goal was given, but it wasn't. This reminds me of a little incident that happened last year between Arsenal and Brentford, when Brentford's goal was actually offside, but Lee Mason was the VAR, and he forgot to draw the lines to say whether it's offside or not. He forgot to draw the lines, and it was clearly offside. I don't even think he needed lines to see whether it was offside or not, but he forgot to draw the lines. There was no picture of any lines for the game for that goal. So I'm not sure what had happened there. Those are the decisions in the game as well. Curtis Jones's red card, controversial. I think a lot of people are 50-50 on it. I don't think it's a red card. I think he's extremely unlucky. I think he's gone for the ball, maybe to drag the ball back. His foot slips over the ball and it makes contact with Basuma. But the VAR, when they send the referee to the screen, there's a still picture thinking like, that's all you need to see, mate. That's just, that's what's happened. When you slow it down, it doesn't make any sense. I think I've played football, not professionally, or, just playing with my mates and stuff like that. I think I played in PE and I slipped and I caught someone on the ankle. I don't think I broke their ankle, but Again, it was, it happens, mistiming your tackle. He doesn't go into to take him out or to try and hurt him or anything like that. There was an incident last week, Gusto for Chelsea against Aston Villa. I don't think that was a red card. I thought a yellow card was enough, and I thought Jones's was a yellow card as well. Last season, Casemiro got sent off for a tackle. He does get the ball, but the follow through, it's just one of them unfortunate moments, He catches the guy on the knee. No, not on the knee, sorry. I think it was like low on the ankle. If it was on the knee, I don't think he would have got the ball at all. But I thought, yellow card, that's enough. But for me, I don't think... Yeah, for me, there's 3 of those, and I disagree with them all. I don't think they're red cards. I think they're yellow cards. I don't think they're dangerous or anything. So Curtis Jones is unlucky, and I heard Liverpool are going to appeal that decision. On to the next one. Diogo Jota was sent off for 2 yellow cards in that game, so Liverpool reduced to 9 men in the match. The first yellow card is very unfortunate, but I'm going to defend the referee here slightly because from he only, like I said, VAR can't check yellow cards, to be fair, and the game is so fast, and I'm not saying Jota should have been booked or anything, but I think, when a player's running and he can, make a bit of contact, it probably looks like he's clipped him and he goes to ground, automatically that's a yellow card. But when you look on the replays, he is tripped. But he trips himself, Udogie. So, for me, that's an unfortunate yellow card. The second yellow card, there's no complaints that Jota can have. I think he tried to say to the referee, I didn't even touch him. But it was a silly thing to do when I think it was just a minute after he got booked as well. But the thing is, the game didn't strike me as a dirty game. And Liverpool had nearly the whole squad booked. I really don't know why that is. There were so many yellow cards. And Joel Matip scored an own goal at the end. That was unfortunate. But yeah, Liverpool are going to appeal the red card against Curtis Jones. So I'm expecting that there will be a review there. I think they'll be sending match reports and exchanging them whatnot. But I can't see Simon Hooper, the referee, or Darren England doing a game in the upcoming week. I can't see that happening. Maybe they might do a championship game or something like that, but I can't see them doing a Premier League game this week. Because I think that's what usually happens. Simon Hooper was the referee when my team, Manchester United, beat Wolves 1-0. And the VAR that day decided it wasn't a penalty. Onana comes out, but he catches the Wolves player. It should have been a penalty to Wolves, but they didn't get that decision. Obviously, for my sanity, I was very grateful that it wasn't given. And I was a little bit surprised as well, but you never know, Wolves could have missed that penalty. They could have done. Not saying, but that's only ifs, buts and maybes, to be fair. But yeah, I think it is a very, very hard situation. Howard Webb's under pressure as well. People saying we should scrap VAR and stuff like that. At the start of the season, I actually thought it was working quite well. I actually thought, you know what, it's doing all right. There were some mistakes that I saw, Romero handball. Look, a lot of people say no, it's not a handball. I thought we should have had 2 penalties in that game. Not saying we deserved to get anything from that game. Not saying Tottenham cheated or anything like that. All I'm trying to say is I felt we should have had 2 penalties. I thought the Romero one, handball, looked pretty clear to me, and then there was I think Palestri was clipped by someone. And I thought we probably should have had 2 penalties on the day, but we didn't get anything on that day. But like I said, I think we've had a lot of goals disallowed as well. I don't want to make this about United, because from my I've had personal frustration, thinking like, oh my God, it's like we're cursed or something, But yeah, top and bottom of it is it was a big mistake. Let's see what's going to happen. Are Liverpool going to sue the PGMOL? Really? Is that I think something does have to give, I suppose, but I don't know. We'll have to see what happens in the upcoming weeks. Also, there's always something that happens in Liverpool against Spurs. 4-3 game last season, when Klopp got a yellow card for celebrating in front of the 4th official, and his Paul Tierney rivalry continued. That happened the season before when they met at the Tottenham Stadium. It finished 2-2. Kane should have been sent off. Robertson did get a red card for a yellow card challenge. Wasn't a red. It didn't even... It looked to like kick through him, but it didn't even make contact with the Tottenham player on the day. And I don't know. There's just I don't know. There's always going to be someone who disagrees with the decision. I've disagreed with a few of the decisions. I felt some of them have been a bit harsh. Some of the red cards that we've seen, the Jones one, the Gusto one last week. So I don't know what's going to happen. But hopefully next week, before the international break, that the referees have a normal weekend. You know what? Sometimes I do like talking about the controversy. It has a bit of a debate. People have different points of view. Sometimes I'd say it's good for the game, maybe, that there is those debates about certain decisions, thinking like, because everyone's got a different opinion. But for me, a lot of these calls, that Luis Diaz one was a shocker. It really, really, really was. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment below your thoughts on this incident. This is Brad the Lad. See you next time.